cup's full. Got too much stuff. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? How was your weekend? Did you have a good one? I had a good one. Had my hair done. I'm really happy with it. It's exactly what I wanted. This is like my original hair. It's actually a little bit warmer. I picked a little bit warmer shade. But a 3-hour hairdo. She put highlights in it. And then the colour through the rest of it. And then I had, and that took a long time, and then I had a gloss treatment, a new Colour by Me, I think it was called, gloss treatment, which is at the likes of K18 and stuff like that. She said it's really good, so I had it, and it is really good. And yeah, 3 hours later, this is what I've got, and I'm very happy with it. So it's like a mixture between Weaves and Colour and balayage too. Took a lot. But she knew how to do it. I showed her pictures and stuff and I explained. She's like, right, I know what I'm doing. This is what I'm going to do. I'm like, I trust you. And she did exactly. And she said, like, next time you won't need it coloured. You'll just need this gloss treatment. She said it's going to grow out looking good. I'll probably just get highlights from now on until it gets too much again. What do you think of it? Do you like it? That's what I did yesterday morning. Well, much of the afternoon as well. 11 o'clock appointment in the end. But I had a good something up with my voice this morning. But I had a good weekend. Well, let's get to the mini reads. If you want a mini read, if you're on here live with me, then there's a link to book one of them. One question readings, whatever your question is. It can be just general guidance of what does my higher self want to tell me, or guidance about my career. It could be about a decision that you're making. Anything that you want to ask, really. Book yourself in. There's a link there in the live chat. We've got Kelly. Hello, Kelly. Thank you so much for booking in. Will Tony and I find our way back to each other? Love is not our issue. Oh no, this thing's standing in your way, Kelly. Sorry to hear that. Will you find your way back to each other? See what the guides have to say. No. Let me get some cards out to find out why. Oh no, that's really sad. When my love's there, yet the relationship isn't. But then something that we should always note in situations like this is if the universe seems to be blocking us in some way, if something can't happen, it's because there's something better along the way, and that can be really hard to hear, can't it? Yeah, you see, look what you've got here, Kelly. That can be really hard to hear in the moment, but it's okay. Like when we get the better thing later on, then we can look back and go, oh, you know, the universe kept that thing away from me, and that's okay. But it's not okay in the moment, is it? You've got wake up, a new beginning. You do have a new beginning. You do have a new beginning, Kelly. You do have something better along the way, but I know how hard it is. So this time now for you, Kelly, it's, look, you've got to face a situation and meditate. And this is what I was about to say. I don't really want to say it because it sounds horrible, but it's time for you to get over that one. And that's easier said than done, isn't it? But here's your clue. You've got to face the situation, and like I said, the universe. If things are right, the universe flows us toward it, right? And it's easy. And when it's not, there's got to be a reason for that. And the reason can be that it's, when it happens with relationships, this is what I've noticed. The reason is that they're almost right for you. They're almost right for you, and you would, settle is probably too strong a word, but you would go for it. But there's someone better for you, you see. And that sucks when there's love there. But the whole point is the reason that you're being kept away, according to the universe and your higher self, is that it's not completely right for you. It's not completely right for you, and that's really hard. I know. So not the best news for you there, but Yeah, meditate, face the situation, universe is not flowing it, and so there's something not quite right about it. And that doesn't mean it's bad, not at all. In fact, it's quite the opposite. The universe, if you've got like a bad person that is completely not right for you, the universe isn't going to stand in the way kind of thing and make it difficult. Because it's counting on you to go, oh, that person's not right for me. But when it's almost right, when it's close, the universe doesn't. It just doesn't let us do it because it knows that we would, we would. So there you go, Kelly. That's what I've got for you. Probably not what you wanted to hear, but there you go. It is what it is. I can just say what the information is, right? Hey, Maria, how are you? How was your weekend? So let's get some cards out. I was thinking, what do you think? I was thinking of theming these videos, making some changes. Because I was doing the shorts for a while, I was wanting to tap into the shorts, but I didn't like the way that I was doing it. It was way too much work anyway, like way too much publishing, and it just takes too much time doing all of that kind of stuff and editing and all of that, of doing shorts for each video that I put out. Way too much, and I think it's overkill. I do a lot of videos as it is, right? My channel is prolific as it is. So I had this idea on Friday to do shorts for week ahead, because I just don't have the time to do 12 week ahead readings for each star sign. But I do want to tap into that star sign crowd, because I know a lot of people search for tarot and the star sign. Hey, Kelly, there you are. That's what your head was telling you. Oh, yeah. It's hard. I know. Well, you got the confirmation now at least, right? And that's the thing, is that we've got to notice the flow, what's in the flow and what's not, and then trust the universe a little bit more. I had a dream this morning. I was shook in a really good way. I woke up about 10 minutes before my alarm went off, or was about to go off, and it was incredible. The dream was incredible. I was involved in this thing. We were setting up I don't know what it was. It was like a marketplace thing. It was like a marketplace involving me. There was a crystal person. There was something else. Just like a marketplace, perhaps spiritual fair kind of thing, but a permanent setting. Set up like a marketplace, but it was really like a shop. Do you know what I mean? With a few of us involved. Anyway, we're setting that up. We were looking for an investor. And this investor came in, and straight away, me and him locked eyes on each other, and it was instant, the attraction. Now, I remember exactly what he looked like in my dream. It's not my usual looking type, but there was something about his energy. I was drawn to him straight away and excited by it. And we had a little bit of a chat. I had a little bit of a chat with him. Other people were around, and he was saying, I know we're doing something. And I was asking, we could either go to one place or another place. Like where we were, I don't know what we had. We had to go and get something. I said, well, there's one on this side of town, there's one on the other side of town. He said, oh, not that one that you said, but one that's nearer my place. So I had a clue of where we lived then. Anyway, off he went to decide whether he was going to invest in this thing. I had no way of getting in touch with him, but I thought, he knows how to get in touch with me. And next, we got a rejection saying that he wasn't investing. And at the same time, and everyone knew that me and him had got this connection, and everyone was shocked when we got that, because we presumed that he would invest because of me. But straight away, so they were looking to see my reaction, but straight away I'd got an email from him directly, explaining further and saying, it's not that I don't want to see you more, I do want to see you more. Anyway, and he had more of an explanation of why it was rejected. He was kind of he had the energy of, I found out that he's an actor, but not anymore. He had made a lot of money and set up his own business and was an investor too, like an angel investor kind of person. And then he showed up. After I got that email of explanation, he showed up. He showed up, and yeah, it was just instant, like, and it was an energetic thing between me and him. And then I woke up. And then I woke up. You like my earrings? Thank you, Maria. These are from Made by Sydney, I think it's called, on Etsy. Instagram. Made by Sydney, Instagram. She takes designer buttons and makes them into jewellery. So it's not real Chanel, but it is real Chanel. It's not real Chanel jewellery, but it's real Chanel button made into jewellery. I've got a few from her. Yeah, she makes really nice stuff. I like it. And I certainly wouldn't be buying Chanel earrings. If it's something that I just don't need to spend that amount of money on. So what do you think of the hair? I really like it. I really like it. It's exactly what I was looking for. She got it right. I think I would have had like a little bit more highlight, but I understand to do that transition, why it is like it is. But I'm very happy with it. Big smile on my face. And while I was in there, because I was in there for a long time, two of my friends came in. First one, while my highlights were brewing, I had a chat with him. In fact, it's not someone that I've talked to a lot, but it's a new dad, or newish, and that was nice. And then my friend Peter came in to have his done as my colour was brewing. And it was nice to see him. So I had a social time too. So I was getting my hair done, which is good because I didn't have a social time any of the rest of the weekend. Well, let's get some cards out instead of me waffling. Thank you, Maria. Not a toner, because I decided against that after everyone telling me. I'm really happy, and it feels gorgeous. That gloss, I think it's called Colour by Me gloss. She'd just come back. I tried to book in with her on whenever, Thursday, Friday. She was away. She said, I'm back on Sunday. I'm in Bangkok at the moment. So I got the first appointment, and she said, oh, I was away in Bangkok with the owner of the place, a friend of mine. She used to do Muay Thai with me. She's got a salon in Bangkok now. And she still owns this one here. And she wanted the lady that runs it here to go and learn, go on this course in Bangkok and work in the salon there just for a few days while she was doing that course. And so she did. And it was a colour and a vegan colour course, Colour by Me, and a treatment, how to do that treatment. So I was like fresh after doing the course on it, which was nice. Okay, cards. So yeah, what do you think? I was thinking of theming these. So, you know, Monday's show being about something specific, Wednesday's show, so perhaps, you know, like abundance, and then Wednesday's show being about something else, health, or, you know, theme shows like that, just for like the rest of it, because the relationship stuff, well, we'll do one of them on relationship, but that just seems to be, you know, same. Let's get some cards out, see what they want to talk about. But let me know what you think. Well, if I was doing 3 different themes, what would you want them to be about? Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I was also thinking like Friday's show, apart from my shorts idea. Some people have been complaining that it wasn't long enough and that there was something wrong with the shorts because it didn't go on. But shorts are very short. To do a reading is 60 seconds. You don't get a lot. I don't get to say a lot. But it was doable to record those on Friday, and I couldn't have time to edit them on Friday. I had all the editing for the rest of the stuff I did on Friday, but I could edit those on Saturday. But I had the idea of Friday's show being, I could go back to that, to a longer reading for each sign. What would that be? So 60 minutes, 12 signs, it would be 5 minutes per sign, less than that, 4 minutes per sign, to do an hour show. I could do that on Friday, but when it didn't really work that well, did it? Last time I did each star sign, the energies. I could do that. What do you think? We've got the Four of Swords. Time to rest up. Yeah, so I'm a bit shook by that dream in a really good way. I really liked his energy. I was so drawn to him. So drawn to him. And I was fine about what he was doing, like business-wise and rejecting us and all of that. He had very good reasons. It was almost like it was here, right? Because he said, no, there's the crystal man there and I don't want to tread on those toes. You know, he's very community-minded. And you lived in this modest place too. In the dream, I had tried to find him. I had gone, like, to try and find him. Or, you know, gone around the area where he said that he lived. It wasn't this island, I don't know, just like some made-up place in my head. What a great dream, though. I want to hold on to that energy. I want to hold on to his energy. It was so good. Anyway, the Four of Swords is about rest, relaxation. It's about downtime. It's about chilling out. It's about wow, so much. Chilling out, letting go of things. It's about getting to our center so that we can be happy and in the flow. What gets us out of the flow is the stories that we tell ourselves, the reactions we have, what we make things mean, all of that. And that's not to say that we should go through life catatonic and not feeling things and pushing things away, and that, because that's not in the flow either. We're feeling things but not making such a big deal out of it. The Four of Swords is about really getting back to our center in a relaxed place, especially our nervous system. You know, I realized that my mum was very anxious, right? And as a child, I recognize now that growing up with a very anxious mum, of course, she acted that out in a very narcissistic way. Not very, that's wrong. But she acted out in a narcissistic, she had this really nasty side to her, but I get that it was coming from anxiety. Anyway, I look back and I can see myself growing up. How can I say it? You know, a child needs to connect, right, with the parents, attach. And when you've got an anxious parent, that attachment is weird, right? It's weird. So you're learning how to attach, but with someone that's anxious, it's not a clean, it's not a secure attachment that you've got, that you learn this attachment style. And what I realize is, especially with friendships, I do tend to make the strongest friendships with anxious types. And it's almost like my nervous system is just attuned to that attachment style, you know? It's quite something I've kind of got this through meditation, or trying to meditate and my mind going there. Four of Swords is about that kind of stuff. It's about really going to our rested, relaxed, especially our nervous system place, and what comes up from there. What comes up from that place, what I mean by what comes up is like the thoughts that pop into your mind that you can become aware of when you're in that meditative state, are the ways that your mind doesn't agree with the state that you're in. Do you know what I mean? It's like if you're being calm, but a bill hasn't been paid, you try and be calm and meditate and all of that, and you're doing really well, your mind is going to chirp in the bill. You know, your mind is going to tell you why it's not okay for you to be in that state, the contradictions, you know. And this is what happens when we meditate, is the stuff that pops up, to be aware of that, because that is the stories that you've got going on. And that stuff is what's coming up for me now, is like, yes, you're very happy, but you're attached into these anxious types. Or you try to attach to these anxious types. And it's like, wow, how to retrain an attachment style. How? Because I'm all good alone, and I'm really happy alone, for sure. But there's something in that. Three of Wands is about waiting for perfect timing or perfect conditions or the right person with the right mix. So relaxing until then, being aware of what comes up, especially around our nervous system. You know, meditation, ongoing process. Oh, the Empress. What we deserve. The Empress, being in that very high energy. And it's about feeling it and knowing it, this Empress energy. Not just the concept of it. It looks like my friend who's in hospital at the moment is. I don't know what's up with her. I only just noticed on Facebook when I went on to post about something or other. I don't know. Oh, yeah. I went to do my social media stuff on my business page. The Empress, it's not just knowing what we deserve and our level and all of that, it's feeling it. And it's got something to do with this. We can't fully feel something and fully own an energy while we've got our mind chirping and going, no, you're not, because you do this. No, you know, all of the, I want to say contraindications. It's not the word that I'm looking for. Or maybe it is, I don't know. All the no's, you know, that the mind comes up with. So the Empress, the Ten of Cups, the Happily Ever After card. So nice. It's like fine-tuning ourselves till we get to that feeling of the Happily Ever After. It's weird, isn't it? That, it's not really weird, but when we're happy where we're at the moment by ourselves, and it's the happiest we've ever been in our lives before, the most secure, grounded, happy, steady. And then we're like, okay, I'm ready for more. I'm ready for a shake-up. I'm ready for something different. I'm ready for something to challenge me. I'm ready to take this feeling into and add something into my life that I know is going to challenge me more, challenge this happiness, challenge my non-reactivity, the stability that I've got, right? That stability has been coming up a lot in the readings. So I'm ready to be more challenged than this. I'm ready to bring something in, perhaps an attachment, a new friend. That's something I have put down on my new moon list, in fact, a new friend. So that's probably why it's coming up, right? When I get into meditation, it's like, oh, you choose the anxious ones, Claire. What, you want another anxious one to be friends with, do you? I've been battling with my new Apple pencil. It's cute. I got a cover for it, but the cover, totally the wrong size. I had to chop this down because it was like way too long. It was up to there. The top isn't the same size as the top bit. It's not long enough, so now it's got like a midriff gap, pretty much like me. But to be able to use, and I've got a paper-like cover for my iPad now. Oh. But to write on it, it's in good notes. It's just taking some getting used to. It's taking some getting used to. Anyway, writing things down, it converts it, because my handwriting is horrible. It's like doctors, you know. My brain goes so fast, and it's just horrible. Anyway, it used to be neat when I was a kid, but that was when I was really anxious, right? And like, yeah. When I was really anxious. Anyway, it converts it to a handwriting font that I've selected. So I write it on there and then it makes it look prettier. But sometimes it gets it wrong because my handwriting is so dreadful, even though it's learning my handwriting, learning how to decipher it. Sometimes it gets things wrong. And so I'd written down a new something friend, and it changed it to a new aware friend. And I thought, oh, I'm going to leave it like that because I think that happened for a reason. A new aware friend. So that's all I've managed to do on Good Night so far is a new moon list and a full moon list. I'll show you. A new moon list. It took me a while. Good Nights. It's got chicken cat on it. I made chicken cat into a sticker. So she'll always be around on my new moon list. Oh, I miss her. Anyway. So we've got the Ten of Cups, the Emperors. They're really feeling it, really feeling that level that we're at. Because of this inner work that we're doing. Ready for more, waiting for it. What have we got? Justice, the Magician, and the Ten of Wands. Got to put the burdens down. Okay. So Justice is the balance. It's what is really fitting, what we really deserve. It's the card of karma, Justice. So we're getting ourselves into this state, and it's deeper. It's not just the happiness that we think we've got at the moment, that we do have at the moment. But it's more than that. It's a deeper happiness than that. It's sitting in that energy and then dealing with and doing that inner work on the stuff that comes up, what the mind is saying, the stories that the mind is saying. No, you're not happy, and no, you can't have a friend because you get the anxious ones, all of that kind of stuff. It's dealing with that stuff and getting ourselves to that true place of happiness, really embodying it. That is going to bring the balancer in. And manifesting, putting the burdens down, it not being such hard work anymore. And that's the thing. It's got to be easy. It's going to be easy. That's the thing. It's going to be easy. Not so burdensome anymore. Not so hard anymore. And that's what we want, right? Don't want another burdensome relationship. We know that much. That's why we're in here, right? We know that much. It's like, I know what I was doing, the relationships that I was getting into, who I was before, and no, like, I don't want another one of those. Those from the state that I was in, my codependence, my willingness to dive into a relationship way too fast and not see the signs and red flags, my willingness, my reluctance to confront, to not only notice the red flags, do something about it, speak up about it, walk away, my reluctance to take things slowly, my reluctance to make someone prove themselves and actually do for me before I will, do too much. Just all the things that we were. It's not about them. It's not about the people that we were attracting and kind of choosing wrong. It was just all the things that we were just putting up. It was our relationship skills, our getting into relationship skills that were messed up, right? That has been obvious to me throughout this show for the last few years. It's like the guide's going, the way that you're choosing, like how are you doing it? How do you expect to be able to choose the right one with all of that kind of thing? And with that fine-tuning ourselves, and that's the story that we need to get out of as well, The story that it's just like them, it's just like the people in the world, and they're this and they're that, and it's like, no, it's the way that we were being that allowed us to get together with people like that. That's ownership, that's empowered. You can be empowered then because you can do things differently. And sure, then we can wait for the right person. Because once we realize what we don't want, we're like, okay, now it's fine-tuned. Now I really know what it is that I'm looking for. So one thing that bothers me about that dream that I had is, ideal as it was, really, the speed at which we were getting together, because we did. He knew it, I knew it, and it was fast when it happened. And then I woke up. As soon as it happened, as soon as we got together, that's when I woke up. And then I was like, wow, when I woke up, wow, I only remember that dream. That was amazing. But then there was this little, my mind chirped in going, that was too fast. What if he's a narcissist? So we've got that to contend with. And because I was saying that last week, right? When it's the right person, it's going to seem like that. That is when our red flagometer is going to chirp up going, is this a narcissist? This one's a little bit too fast. Because there's going to be that pull. Okay, what else do we want out? Let's do Lenormand. Anyone want a one question reading? Let's do Lenormand. Apparently I can't say it today. Lenormand. Finally got 7 hours sleep last night. My body's got used to being awake for a few hours in the middle of the night. I don't like it. I wish I could change it. Don't know how to change it. That damn game, I shouldn't. Before the 11th. It got me in a pattern for like a week, and then a week was enough to get me in a pattern of waking up in the middle of the night for a few hours. Damn. So I was getting like 6 hours sleep a night, broken up into 2-3 hour. At least I got 7 last night, but still, I want to be sleeping good again. What have we got here? We've got dog, loyal heart. Now, loyal heart. I can't help but connect this to the dream that I had. He had such great energy and he was so community minded, and he was very precise about what he was investing in. It wasn't for a I want to get my money back kind of thing. The reasons that he gave, there was just two aspects of the market type business. One was the crystals, and I can't remember what the other one was. But it's like, it's not that he didn't want the competition for the people that were already in the community that were doing similar. And yeah, this dog, this loyal heart, when people are loyal to their own heart like that won't compromise themselves, that is something to look out for. A loyal heart. For someone to be loyal to your heart and to you, they need to be loyal to their heart first. It's someone that needs to be showing already that they're going to do the right thing. It's funny, one of the guys that came into the hairdresser while I was there yesterday, I don't think he's married. Perhaps he is now, but he's got a kid. He's been with this lady for a long time. But whenever she went away, he'd put himself on Tinder. And that, to me, is not okay. That's not, like, it might be okay for them. She might know about it, that it might be, she might have an agreement, okay, when we're not together, it's fine, you can go with someone else. That's not okay to me, but it might be okay to them. No judgment on them, but to me, it's like, no, no to that. And we've got to know what's okay with us and what's not, and see things like that, see in someone else. Are they already being loyal to themselves in many other ways? Are they being loyal to their own heart? Or are they compromising themselves? Are they okay with that? You know, if they got loose morals, or you know, would they do things for money that isn't true to their heart? Integrity is what it is. Signs of integrity show us a loyalty to their own heart, shows us someone that can be loyal to their own heart. It's like what the guides told us about, you know, if someone's going to commit, if they're already committing to things in their life, in their own life, to themselves and to Are they investing their time to good things for themselves, committing to those things, following through? That shows someone that will commit to a relationship too, that could anyway, not necessarily that will, because someone could value business and money and commit to those things and building those things, but not to relationship. But at least it shows someone that has got the capacity to commit, and it's not someone that's in the reactive ways that most humans are. It's reacting to life, being entertained by things, no self-discipline or control over the pull of the addictive stuff, that we've got so much addictive stuff around now, of social media and online stuff and food. There's so much addictive stuff around now. The signs in people of whether they would be someone to have a high level of relationship with. Fish. Fish is the abundance card. I do want to do one of the shows on abundance. You're all very quiet. What do you think of that? Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Different shows each time. I'm feeling like Mondays will be abundance. I don't know why. Or maybe it's a good way to start the week. For me, personally, business. Start of my working week after my day off on Sunday. Now, what have we got here? We've got lilies. That old love, that spiritual love, it's a very deep thing and it's recognizable instantly. The connection. And let's not mistake the instant connection that is with the pull that we feel, the instant pull that we feel towards someone that is a match to our dark side, the match to the stuff that perhaps we haven't faced or seen within ourselves, like the pull toward a narcissist for a codependent, that kind of thing. Monday abundance. What do you think Wednesday? What would the other 2 days be? My focuses on my app are happiness, abundance, health, and love. So Wednesday shows between happiness and health and happiness. Health and happiness on Wednesday. How about that? Monday abundance, Wednesday health and happiness, Friday relationships. Love. What do we have here? This way. Okay, dog and cross. Cross is about burdens, isn't it? I don't know. Or cross to bear, is it? Yeah, suffering, sacrifice, ordeals, devotion, unity, faith, religious doctrine, spirituality. People become attached to their burdens, sometimes more than the burdens are attached to them. For sure. Always more than the burdens are attached to them, right? In the Lenormand tradition, as in religion, cross is a symbol of burdens, suffering, and profound sacrifice. The cross card often signifies ordeals and trials that are unavoidable and sometimes necessary in order for progress to be made in life's journey. Though the card is associated with grief and despair, it does not always have a negative meaning. The cross symbolizes spiritual ascension and the integration of self that follows a spiritual quest. Right. Now this is connected with the dog card I was explaining about. People show when they're being loyal to their own heart. It's not the easiest of lives. It's not. It's not the easiest of business models that I'm following to be true to myself. And it's absolutely, you know what popped up in my mind yesterday? When I had someone working for me, when I had a team of psychics years ago, and she did the wrong thing. She was manipulating a customer, and thank God the customer's mum, who was also a customer of mine, got in touch with me and said what had happened, and she got her son to send me what she'd said, what my employee had said, and what she'd done. These two, the mother and son, we're often getting readings from me, but also getting readings from the other ones as well. But what she'd said, very manipulative, was that she'd got the message, like her reading was about, I'm your spiritual advisor now, don't get readings from other people and all of this. And I was like, no, that's not okay. And he had an icky feeling about it, so he told his mum about it, and his mum had said, no, that is not all right. And she got in touch with me about it, and of course she lost her job. I'm like, no, like, no, we don't do that. And it's because my integrity is way more important than the business. It's like I cannot even entertain doing the stuff that I know works better on YouTube. Because I don't want to be manipulating people. I don't want that. And I know that like the world is doing that at the moment, but I think it's going to fall apart. Manifestation. Love. Abundance and manifestation on Monday. Let me write it down. Old school. Where's my pen? A real pen, not an electronic one. Monday. Abundance and manifestation. Wednesday. Health and happiness. That sounds good, doesn't it? Health and happiness. Yeah, let's have some of that. And then Friday, love and stuff. Love and stuff. Yeah, okay. Sounds good. It sounds good to have a plan. It sounds good to have a, be a bit more planned. Because I do want to do more deeper dives into certain subjects and actually do classes with groups of people. And so this will be a good lead into that, I think. Cross, anyway. Near the fish card. It is near the fish card. Can mean a bounty of blessings. Yeah, let's do that. It references faith, devotion, unity, redemption, religious beliefs, the divine, mercy, universal spiritual energy. So there's something about that, the dog, that loyal heart energy. It's someone that's got that. See, that's what was in my dream. He had that. He was doing the right thing, even though he could have said yes to manipulate me. He didn't. He was straight up with me. Something in that, right? He risked disappointing me to be true to himself. And that's what we've got here, is that they don't take the easy path. They do the right thing. I love it. Abundance. And they're abundant as a result. You sure, universe? Because it's like, it's harder. Long-term abundance is easier when you're being true like that, for sure. I haven't needed to do anything but this since I was like 31 years old, and it's not always been easy, and it's kind of not easy at the moment. My savings are dwindling. I'm spending faster than it's coming in at the moment, but my guides keep on assuring me that it's fine, like for the long-term stuff, it's fine. So I'm like, okay, it's fine. We've got house, we've got fish and house, so abundance and house. Whereas if you think, so the difference between being out of integrity for money, for example, or relationships, you're more likely for people to see on the surface that you're getting a lot more in, but it's not sustainable. That's the thing, it's not sustainable. Whereas when you're in integrity, it is sustainable. It's abundance, it flows, but it's not like whoosh. It's not that. You know, people think, oh, abundance, and they think winning the lotto. It's not that. That's not abundance. Like massive wins, that's a roller coaster job, that is. It's not massive like that out of the blue. It's constant trickle perhaps, or a constant gush, but it's in line with what you've been having. It's steady. It's steady. Abundance is steady. And so this fish in the house, I need to read house because I don't know what a house is. You know what? Where the guy told me that you lived, there was a load of new modest houses there. And I thought to myself, I bet he lives in one of those. He's obviously extremely rich and he doesn't act like it, and he does this humble, his business was humble. There's the investment side of it too, but he also had like a really, I don't know what it was like, I don't know, because we seem to be wanting to throw stuff out, be clearing stuff up. So almost, it wasn't a tradesman, but it was something like that, you know. Perhaps had a company, tradesman company or something like that. He was humble. In his house, I presume that he had one of those houses. Humble. A house is not a home unless it contains food and fire for the mind as well as the body. Oh. The house in Lenormand is the card representing your house, your home. The place that means security and stability is a warm, safe place, a source of comfort and contentment. In this card, we see smoke rising up from the chimney, suggesting that someone is home, tending to the hearth, providing a warm welcome to family or visitors. Just as the house is the structure that protects you, it means that you need structure and boundaries in other areas of life too. Okay, so it's someone that's got abundance but structures. It's stability and it's constant and it's sustainable and it's that, stuff like that. And it's safe and it's secure. It's like the opposite of people like doing the viral video thing. They do the viral video thing and then they wonder what the hell to do with it. Do you know what I mean? They've got no business model behind it. People have said that to me. It's like, oh, why don't you do things like this? Like this person on YouTube. And I look at that person's channel and I see like they're trying to sell like a t-shirt or something like that. Like doing astrology and trying to sell a t-shirt. And I'm like, this person is not even making money from it. I bet they've got a job as well. Mine might look small, might look like I've got a smallish amount of subscribers, but my business model, but it's serving my business, you know? And that's what's important, not a viral video or something like that. Interesting. Then we've got the ship, lilies and ship, lilies and ship. Let's read lilies out just to indulge a little bit, because I love the lilies card. Lilies. A lily's white, prepared to touch, the whitest thought, nor soil it much, of dreamer turned to lover. Oh. Dreamer turned to lover. He can come into my life, whoever he was. Wow, he's in my subconscious. How about that? And the stately lilies stand, fair in the silvery light, like saintly vestals, pale in prayer. Their pure breath sanctifies the air, and its fragrance fills the night. The simple elegance of this white flower indicates peace and harmony and a kind of purity and innocence. Yet at the same time, there's a certain sensual beauty found in the lily. The flower is associated with mature sexual intimacy, the kind of passion shared by long-term couples. The lily's card implies traditional bonds, wisdom, and experience. It may relate to ideas, status, or reputation passed on through heritage, legacies, and ancestry. The lily is also a symbol of virtue. Historically, it denotes something regal or holy. Isn't that just the best? Best love card I think I've got. That's what we're talking about. That's the kind of love that we're talking about. And what's the ship? So many boats here at the moment. It's been so windy. I went for a walk on the beach yesterday morning. First time it's stopped raining. Oh my God, it didn't rain yesterday. Oh, it did a little bit in the night. but not like it has been. Went for a walk on the beach. It was so nice to be able to get out there. There wasn't much beach though, the tide was in. It dumped a load of sand on the business's decks. So they were all out shoveling the sand off the decks and out of their businesses. So the sand has really risen on the beach. And there's so many boats because it's been so windy, stormy. So many boats there. I didn't take a photo. I thought about it. Ship, 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than those you did. So throw off the bowline, sail away from safe harbour, catch the wind in your sail, explore, dream, discover, says Mark Twain. Mark Twain, very influential on me in my childhood, very. I've got an adventurous heart and always did. As a child, it was in my fantasies and play. The ship brings an exciting adventure or a profound journey, outward or inner. Both, please, both. Yeah, someone that brings both. Or someone that comes with me on both. You may have been stuck in a situation, caught up in the doldrums, but now is the time to break away and broaden your horizons. Yeah. This is the card of transitions or charting new directions, especially if you've been dreaming of exploring new ventures, professionally or creatively. Interesting. Interesting, right? I wonder if the dream was kind of showing me that if I did try and create something big like that, that is when he's going to come in. I don't know. I'm not going to create something big just for a man now. Do you know what I mean? If you've been dreaming of exploring new ventures professionally or creatively, the ship card can mean freedom to make your own choices and navigate your own course. There may be a few storm clouds along the way, but once you break out of your comfort zone, you'll find a whole new world waiting for you. A whole new world. Travel, transportation, adventure, exploration, journey. Ooh, how exciting. I don't think we need any more cards out, do we? That is exciting. The backbone of it is to relax and to meditate. To know your worth and all of that, and then face the contradictions that come up in your mind, because they will. Be aware of them, face them. It's like, okay, I've got this going on inside. My nervous system is saying I'm not safe. And this is not. It's not okay to be relaxed because of this. You know, have you ever done that? Right? Try and relax, and then your mind just chirps up. You can't relax right now. You've got stuff to do, or you can't relax because you don't have enough money, or you can't relax because you're not in a relationship. You know, that kind of stuff. Got to face that, because there's this Empress, there's an idea of being the Empress, but there's the feeling of it that we've got to get into. And you can't feel something while there's stories there that contradict it. We can't get rid of the mind. Someone posted in the Psychic Cafe Club, I just noticed. I didn't have time to go to comment on it, but the first point was to kill the ego. We can't kill the ego. The ego is the part of us that protects us. There is no way we should do that. Like, just no way that we should do that, or even try. You can't anyway, but even try to do that, it's not a good idea. But listening to it and putting it in its place, for sure. Ego, or the mind, is another way of putting it. Just the constant dialogue that we've got in our head. It's important because the dialogue, well, not all of it's important, a lot of it's crap, but once we've been meditating for a while and we've got rid of the reactivity and the stuff like that, the garbage that's in there, then the important stuff comes up. That's why it's important, like if you go into a meditation thinking about something, so you could go into a meditation, say, focused on abundance. If you're focused on abundance, then your mind is going to come up with all the reasons why you're not abundant, all the reasons why you can't be, why you don't deserve it, all of that kind of thing. So being aware of the thoughts that come up, it gives you the stuff that to work on. So that we can feel our happily ever after. Remember, I was saying, yes, happy right now, where we're at, yes, it's happiest we've ever been. But you could be happier, there could be more acceptance of it. The mind could be clearer. The mind could no longer have an excuse or a response because you've worked through that. You've convinced your mind, your subconscious mind, that it is safe. So you've addressed that thing, the reason why it doesn't feel safe, the reason why it doesn't feel that you do deserve this and all of that. So addressing all of those things, then we're truly sat in that space. We can truly sit in that space of clarity, clear, feeling it, feeling clear. That's when the manifestation happens. That's when we can manifest. That's when we should manifest, when we're feeling that kind of way. Then get focused on the stuff that you want. Whereas usually we'll get focused on the stuff that we want when we're in a place of lack, and that's not the time to do it. And in that way, everything becomes easy, putting the burdens down. Well, that is what I've got. Thank you everyone for coming along. Any of those one question readings that are booked in from now on will be done in Wednesday's show in 2 days' time. Let's do this all over again in 2 days' time. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new. And leave a comment on the replay video in order to enter that draw, prize draw. I'll do a pick a card read. What will I do? What will I do? Let's see. I don't know how they feel about you. It's on Mondays now, apparently. So I'll do how they feel about you today. I'll put that out later. Check that out. And what else? That's it. Thanks everyone. Thanks Maria for your input to the new shows. Let's start that. Well, let's start it. Health and happiness on Wednesday. Let's do it. Let's do health and happiness on Wednesday. And that's all I have to say. If you've been considering signing up for my weekly reading program, check it out. I've got 2 of my OGs that I can't even remember when I first started it. I first started the weekly reading program when I had, what was that system called? It was so expensive. Oh my God, it was so expensive. I can't believe that I thought that I had to have that software. But I can't even remember what it was called now either. But I started it off when I had that software and that allowed for subscription, like a subscription model. And then when I quit that, thank God I did that. What a waste of money that was every month. Then, of course, it wouldn't be charging the clients that were already in that program anymore on the weekly or the monthly basis. And so I switched them over, got them to re-sign up on PayPal. So I can't tell when it first started off. But it's been a long time. I think it was around like year 2013 or 14, something like that. Anyway, 2 OGs that have been in right from the start. Maybe one of them right from the start, the other one perhaps not. A couple of years in, something. They've done the testimonials to say what they get out of it. So if you are interested, checking my weekly reading out, this is the link. You can read more about it. Read what they get out of it and stuff like that. There. Thanks everyone for coming along. Join our community on Facebook if you're on Facebook. Here's the link to that too. And that's about it. I'm all linked out now. Have a good one, everybody. Let's do this all over again in 2 days' time. Bye. 2 people watching. Oh my God. Only 2 people came. Maria and... Wow, that's crazy. Why is YouTube not showing anyone?